Surprise, surprise. Hello, everyone. Tis I, your humble correspondent, the Rob Rod, with this week's The Rob Rod Report, looking at the wrestling shows happening in the state of Georgia for this particular weekend of September. That's going to be the 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th, 4-day wrestling weekend. We'll get right into it, of course, on Thursday. The WWA4 training show in Atlanta, Georgia, at the WWA4 training facility. Please stay there, Facebook or other social media pages for further information. I would also recommend heading to that if you're in the area. It is an interesting time, to say the least. That's it for Thursday. A bunch of shows happening on Friday, starting off, of course, with Platinum Championship Wrestling. Live in Covington, Georgia. Also taped for IWTV for a later broadcast at a later time. Tickets $5. Check out their information on the flyer for any other information. All right, this is a new promotion. Squared Circle Action is taken over for the old Alternative Pro Wrestling, and will be a weekly show unless notated. This is in Royston, Georgia. Several of the same people. However, they are claiming they've got new ownership, and they're going to be doing things a little bit differently. So you can check them out if you're in the Royston area. Speaking of a weekly show, we have Independent Southern Wrestling Alliance in Summerville, Georgia, at the Sublingual Community Center every Friday. Check out their, they really don't post much on the Facebook page, but you can check them out. Or if you're north of Rome, you can check them out live in color. Weekly show, Pro South Wrestling, and broadcast live on YouTube at the Pro South Palace in Piedmont, Alabama. They are leading up to a big show in a couple weeks. I would recommend checking them out at some form or another. So those are the Friday shows. We'll go right into the Saturday. KLT. That's kind of lopsided there. Pro Wrestling in Rome, Georgia. That should have turned out better. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Address is on the screen, and you can check them out. Go on to it. Southern Fried Championship Wrestling is having a show. They run twice a month on most occasions. As you can see, some very interesting matches are happening. I would, as always, if you're in the Monroe area, or even if you're not in the Monroe area, go ahead and check them out. American Warrior Wrestling Alliance is at the Governor's Gun Club in Kennesaw. Some interesting matches are going on there. I could check them out. Check out their Facebook and other social media accounts for more details. Georgia Elite Wrestling is having their 2-year celebration. That is at the American Legion in Austell, Georgia. Austell is going to be a hotbed of wrestling this weekend. Old School Wrestling Alliance is in Cornelia, Georgia, making their return after a couple months off. And this is SWA in Pavo, Georgia, or Pavo. I prefer Pavo. They always have interesting poster. And may I say, whoever that gentleman is in the front and center holding the belt, his mustache game is on point. Bad Boys of Wrestling in Athens, Georgia is having a show with former WWE and Impact star Johnny Swinger in attendance. So that's it for Saturday. A couple Sunday shows. Southern States Pro Wrestling is in Austell at the El Galaxy Sports Bar and Grill. It is a very interesting show. I recommend checking them out. Also, they're doing a little bit of a contest. Check out their Facebook page for more details. Also on Sunday, Ultimate Wrestling Federation is in Colbert, Georgia. Another interesting show. So if you can't make Austell on the other side of the states, or on the other side of Atlanta, or other side of Athens, you've got Colbert. I would check them out if you can't. So that's all the wrestling shows in the weekend. My coworker sleeping on the job over there. As always, if I happen to miss a show, let me know. I'll get it in for future broadcasts. Hit the like, subscribe, and notification so you know when this drops. Be kind to each other. Yeah, unless you can surprise people, which I certainly did. Yes. Look out for the Essels driving on the roads and TTFN.